Hi. So I was going to make a video here to clarify on a comment, a question that I received in the video about the Greys and the Federation. I believe it was on that video, in which it was questioned about the comment in that video. When I was channeling, they said that we will experience the dark and that experience of self-service rather than service to others. And my take on that, my understanding was that how we are all one, we will come to terms with, when we unify collectively, we will understand the service to self, and that will, in a sense, be our experience too. But I would like some further clarity on this as well, because it is kind of convoluted. And so let's see if we can get some further explanation on this. I guess I will channel the Federation, because that's where I got that information before. We want to answer this question by first informing you that nobody needs to do anything. So it is all choice. So nobody needs to experience anything that they do not require, first off, or anything that they don't want to. When you get to a certain point, it doesn't matter anymore. So if you are evolved enough, you don't need to go back. You don't need to experience suffering. You don't need to experience even joy, for you have experienced it all. So the point that we were trying to get across is that it becomes irrelevant. It doesn't matter whether somebody is de-evolved or experiences something that is negative, because there is no negativity. There is only a reference point, a certain point of view. And so to get that across, we want to explain that people have a certain experience, and they may see it as good or bad, but there is no good or bad. It is only experience. And once you understand that, you can understand that all of it matters. All of it is you experiencing itself. So there is nothing to disqualify here. There's nothing that is deemed unworthy. This makes sense when you step outside your reference point and see it from the other person's point of view. And even those who do take on a form that is service to self and takes away from other people's joy and takes away from other people's freedom, you can understand that there is a purpose for that, and that we all are taking on more of ourselves. Once we have that reference point, we can enjoy ourselves more by understanding ourselves in a different way. And it's all discovering a different part of ourselves no matter what. So people need to understand that there is no good, evil. There is only self. And to enjoy whatever experience they are in. Now, when we say this, we are not taking on that perspective of everything needs to happen. For we do see it as bad has occurred, and bad is in quotes, and we will leave that behind. We don't need it anymore. These people are holding on to something that is irrelevant, something that does not need to occur, and we see it as beginning anew by enjoying seeing ourselves as leaving that. We do not need it anymore. It is unnecessary. It is planned to leave that behind, and we do not condone it. For we do uphold freedom of choice. So we are speaking of freedom in that it is possible to choose that reference point of service to self, but we also uphold the choice of service to others. And what they are doing is taking on that point of view of, no, we do not condone service to others. And so it holds people back. It is a enslavement, and we do not condone this. So it is all reference points. You need to see outside yourself to see yourself. Understand the other person, even if you do not believe in the other person or uphold what they do. It is time to reframe all and to understand the knowledge. For we gain knowledge from all. We can understand ourselves from understanding what we are not. So this ability to step outside yourself does become irrelevant once you gain a certain point of view, because you have gained so much knowledge that you do not need to become that which you are not, because you are all. You are that which you are not. You become stepping outside yourself that you do not need to become that other thing. Does that make sense?
Because you have all of the reference within yourself. So
exactly. We check in with you because we just want to make sure it makes sense with the audience, possibly, so that it becomes very distorted when you only take one point of view. So even love has a distortion if you do not understand that which is unloving. You must understand both. And this is why people have taken on that other reference point, because they do not understand and they want to understand. But it becomes so probably going against the system, going against these trying to find the right words. The problem is people get stuck in that reference point and they can't get themselves out of it, and it becomes more than they intended. Even those who took on the service to self get lost in it and it gets out of hand. That's the problem. And it does become a problem when there is others infringing upon those that are service to self, which we could get into, but we are referencing archons who have destroyed the system. Yes. That would be our reference point today. I would see this as enough information. So in that question that somebody had, no, Jesus would not come back and become that which he is not, because he is all. He is you. He is not outside of you. And that is what we have today. Any further questions or comments? No?
You said that we would stop coming back because we would have all reference points. But are we able to have all reference points to not have to come back from more than just living through every experience? Like, do we not have to live through all experiences to get all of the reference points?
You do live through all those experiences. We do not have to live all those experiences. There's a difference. You are able to step outside yourself and look at other people's point of views, even when you're not taking that on. You're not. It becomes like a window where you can see other people's points of view and take that knowledge on. You don't have to live it in a bodily form. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, you do not have to actually incarnate yourself into that reality. You can see that reality. It becomes very difficult for us to explain without getting into dimensions. What else would you like to know?
That's all that's coming to mind.
Yes. Okay. So we leave you with love, joy, and peace. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I think that answered that. It was basically what I thought. I thought that was the answer, so that makes sense to me. All right. So I hope to the viewers and to that viewer who did answer that question or ask that question, I hope that did answer the question that you had. I hope I understood your question too to even ask it. All right. Thank you for watching.